Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. I hope you've been well. It's been a couple of weeks since I've done a speed build. I was kind of busy with some real life things, and I was also kind of waiting for the new expansion pack, The Sims 4 Horse Ranch, to come out because I had a little bit of PEPs, which is pre-expansion pack syndrome. So I was kind of like ready for the new world and the new content and a new location to build. So today we are building a ranch home for a horse and the owner, Carolina, and her horse Pegasus, and this is what they look like. She's having so much fun riding the horse and feeding the horse an apple, but very cool. This is my current household's house. My cousin was here this past weekend when the expansion pack released, and we kind of checked it out together because she has a lot of experience with horses. She rides horses and stuff like that. So I wanted to kind of show her the expansion pack, and we created the horse together and the sim. So the only thing we didn't do together was the house, but I told her that I would create a really nice house for Carolina and Pegasus to live in. So as you can see, it's taking shape. I drew inspiration from the Sims 2's goth house. Obviously it's not going to be a gothic build by any means, but I just liked the overall like style and layout of the home. The only difference is I changed up the roof because in the original goth house you have like a flat like deck part on the very upper roof, but I decided to convert that into usable attic space, which up in the attic space is the new Nectar making stuff, like equipment, and storage racks for storing the nectar. So I thought that was a great little spot to put that up in the attic, kind of out of the way. But also, like, there's so much room in this house. There are 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. But if you really didn't want to do the nectar or nectar making, you can easily convert the attic space into like livable space. Also, the master bedroom has a walk-in wardrobe kind of thing, closet. But if you needed another bedroom or like a nursery right there, you could easily convert that as well. Like, this is a very playable house, which is what I wanted. And I just really love how it turned out. I love the layout, everything, and I hope you do too. As far as packs, it obviously will require the Sims 4 base game, the Sims 4 Horse Ranch expansion pack. I also used some of the Rock and Rancher digital items that came if you purchased the expansion pack before August 31st, 2023. You get some extra items, and I happen to use, I guess, one of them in the build. I also used the Sims 4 Growing Together expansion pack, mainly for some of the kids items and the lovely shower tub combo, because I use that quite a bit, pretty much in almost every bathroom except for the one, because it's a very small bathroom. And then I also used bathroom clutter kit just to kind of clutter up the bathrooms and make the home feel like really lived in and really nice. So as far as the cost of the house, it is 102,483 simoleons, and it's on the huge 64 by 64 lot in the new world of Chestnut Ridge. So it's a big build. It took me over 2 hours to do this build. So yeah, it was fun though. I like really enjoyed checking out all of the new items, and this was like my first time and a first build with the new items, actually checking everything out. I only like hopped into cast and checked out the new clothing and obviously created the horse, but I didn't actually build or see any of the new items. So yeah, it was kind of a nice surprise, I guess. I was very surprised at like the new railings. We have new stairs. We have tons of new windows. We have beds. There are a lot of build objects in this house, and I absolutely love it. The new window style here, I absolutely love those as well. I really do want to create like a nice farmhouse. I mean, I guess this is kind of like a farmhouse, but it's not like, I want to do like the white farmhouse, the white and black farmhouse. You know what I'm talking about. Like, I got to do that signature white and black farmhouse build at some point, but right now we're focusing on this build, and I tried to do white, but it just wasn't working for me. I tried blue, tried yellow, and then I just decided to stick with the wood tone, basically to match the columns and the windows, and I feel like it works. it works really well. I kept the stone wallpaper there on the front bump out area where the entrance is. And there's also a new foundation as well, which also matches the stone. So I'm very happy that they were very, very matchy with everything. Like a lot of the items and everything coordinate so well together, and I'm just very pleased about all the color options and swatches, because it's like, wow, they really did a really good job. Considering most of their time was probably spent on the horses and the gameplay of the horses and making sure that they animate properly and all the stuff that comes with horses. And then there's also the baby goats and I think baby sheep. I'm not sure on the baby sheep, but I definitely know there's baby goats. I'm pretty sure there's baby sheep though too. But yeah, it's very nice stuff. A whole new kitchen set as well. Finally, we can always use new cabinets, which I will take. I was a little tired of using the Dream Home Decorator cabinets in pretty much every build. So it's nice to have something a little more rustic, but still have some nice color swatches to make it feel a little bit more modern and clean. New couch or sofa, lots of new tables, lamps. We got a new fireplace as well. Look at that. It's so pretty. So yeah, I'm very pleased with everything the pack has to offer, including the gameplay with the horses. I did take Pegasus out for a ride around the world and stuff. And it was very interesting. Let's just say my sim is not very good at the horseback riding. So yeah, she got kind of bucked a lot, which was funny because her reaction was just so funny. Like we were laughing while we were watching her get thrown around on the horse. Basically, it's very, very, very cool. And as far as Carolina herself, she's a young adult. She lives by herself, obviously, but with Pegasus. So she really loves horses. She wants to be a master horse rider. I think that's her aspiration. And she absolutely loves horses. It's one of her traits. And she just loves, horses. So she's a horse girl at heart. So I thought this is like perfect home for her. It's very cute, very charming, I think. It's not too bad, really, I think. This is a small little sitting area, and then I thought about making it like a formal dining room, but then it's like, no, I think a formal sitting area works. There's also a new upright piano that came with the pack as well, which I thought fit great in this little slot here in the center. It also kind of hides the little defect of where the stair wall doesn't match up with the wall of that small little like hallway closet I put there just for I guess aesthetic purposes, just because that's like where the kitchen is. So it works. This is the first floor bathroom. It's a full bath. As you can see, I used the growing together mirrors and wallpapers, of course, and tile. Yeah. That's why growing together is so prevalent in this build. But yeah, the showers for sure. So yeah, I just really love how this interior turned out. It's very pretty house. It's probably why it's so expensive. Didn't really pay attention to the budget at all. I did have to mother load because she obviously didn't have enough funds to build this beautiful house, but I'm okay with that because I plan for her to just be riding her horse and building a relationship with Pegasus and kind of riding around. Maybe she'll find herself like, a rancher or something. Who knows? I don't know how it's going to evolve, but let's just say this house is big enough for a family to evolve in, to play in. In fact, it doesn't just stop with Pegasus's house. There are 2 horse stables, so maybe there could be an additional horse in her future. There's plenty of room in Pegasus's little stable area that, there could very well be another horse. There's plenty of room on this 64 by 64 lot to have other animals. So like if you have cottage living, you can have the cows, you can have the llamas. You can have a full-on farm, basically. The baby goats, can't forget the baby goats. They're so cute. I haven't actually played with the baby goats yet, but I definitely want to. But just from what I've seen, they're pretty cute. And a disturbing fact that I saw on Twitter, though, is that if your sim is a werewolf, the werewolf sim can actually devour baby sheep. Like, it doesn't show it, obviously, because that would be too graphic for the Sims, but like the baby sheep just kind of like disappears. But yeah, that's pretty disturbing that they added that in. It's kind of sad, but just keep that in mind. Also, ceiling painting. I actually used the ceiling painting tool for the first time. It came with the game update. That's not part of the expansion, but it came with the game update ahead of the expansion. And that is a wonderful feature. It took me a little bit to figure out how exactly it works, because I'm like, I click the button and I can see the ceiling tiles, and then I kind of like lowered the camera down to kind of like see the ceiling so I can apply it. But it's like in the video, they showed them doing it from the top, and I was like, how do I do that? But I finally figured it out. Basically, what you do is you go like up a level on the floor that you want to, like, say for instance, I want to apply the ceiling to the first floor. I would go up to the second floor and then take the walls completely down, and then that allows you to paint the ceiling below. It's very strange. It looks like you're painting the floor, but you're really not. It's very weird. It took me a little bit to figure out. I don't even know if that's right, but it worked. But I did use that feature throughout the whole house. I used like this wooden, basically what's on the walls, that like wooden paneling, white wooden paneling on the ceilings throughout the entire home. I used black on the porch roof area for the wraparound porch, and then I used like a darker wood tone, which I think is the same wood that's on like in the stable where Pegasus lives. I use that same wood tone on the ceiling as well, and it's so nice to finally be able to paint ceilings. I do kind of wish they gave you like the default ceiling texture though, because once you paint it, I wasn't aware if there's a way to get it back. Maybe you could just like hold control or use the hammer tool and maybe delete it, but I feel like maybe that deletes the ceiling. I haven't really played around with it too much, as you can tell. But yeah, there's no like, at least from my limited playing with it for now, I didn't find a way to actually restore the original white ceiling once you painted. But yeah, maybe somebody knows something about that. I really don't know. But yeah, I love some of the new items. There's a lot of new beds and everything. Like, I'm just very pleased with the content of the pack. So it's very great. Just kind of adding some stuff as I find it in the catalogs, because I'm like, oh yeah, this will work great here in this room. Oh, this will look great in this room. Love some of the new little area rugs, little sheep on there. And then there's like this little like sheep rug that we put in this little room here. But again, a full house, very playable house. You technically have a boy and a girl's room. But if you want to, easily switch that out, flip them, style them differently, it's very easy, very quick to do. So yeah, like I said, there's 3 bedrooms in the house. So including that includes the master, but that little like closet area there, you could just convert that into a nursery if you needed to, because it's connected right to the master. So like if you needed to temporarily take away the closet, definitely doable. Or if you just need to go up there, like there is plenty of room where you could even still shift like the Nectar making stuff over and still have that up in the attic, but also still have an additional like room up there, or rooms and a bathroom, like whatever you could. There's just so much space in this house, but it's a beautiful house. I'm very pleased with it. I really love how it turned out. I was finding some more additional items in the pack, and I was kind of like, oh, look at these. Like, we have like stacked plates where you can just stack them on top of each other. It's kind of nice that we have decorative plates. Now, I think there was also like this decorative like silverware basket. I didn't see any kind of like decorative glasses though, but I didn't really look for those. So maybe they are there, kind of like the plates, but it would be nice to have some decorative like wine glasses, nectar glasses for the nectar. But yeah, as you can see up here, there's tons of space in the actual livable attic space. So the stairs come up just right there, so it's just very compact. Like the stairwell doesn't take up a lot of floor space, so there's just plenty of room to put or expand the house as needed, which again was my goal, as well as having more than one horse should you decide to do that. So, and as far as I'm aware from my reading and play testing, horses can actually go through normal size doors. So watch out if you have like I don't think that they can go upstairs, but if you have a flat house, not on a foundation, so it's level with the regular ground, and you have your front door there, the horse can actually come inside. And I thought that was hilarious when I saw that on Twitter. Like, make sure to lock your door for horses because they will come in, and the horse is like standing outside the bathroom watching the sim go. Like, it was really funny actually, and I'm like, oh dear. So yeah, but I guess that's kind of what happens because horses do have to use doors like the barn doors and stuff. So they're just going to be applied to any and all door, you know? So that's just how it's got to work. But I still think it's funny, but that is also just the Sims, you know, the horse is just kind of in there. In the stable, I did do stable gates as well. So you don't have to use the barn doors, but they're just there just for ease for the horses. Just another way for the horses to get in and out. Mainly so they can easily navigate to the water trough, the feeding trough, the bed, and then some toys for the horse. And then I put 2 different like training area things, I guess. So there's like the barrel one, and then there's like this pole jumping thing so you can kind of practice your riding. But here's the house all finished. I did the landscaping and some of the finishing touches off camera because it was just getting so long. And I already knew this video was going to be super duper long, so I kind of just finished up off camera with the landscaping and stuff, and added some additional items that I found in the debug catalog, like the pickup truck. There are a lot of car-related objects, so I really do hope that they give us cars. If they can give us horses and horses can navigate around the world, there's no reason that we couldn't have a car, right? Like, please just give us cars. Like, that's got to be the next thing, right? I can't be the only one that wants cars and garages. But I mean, I know you can like fake it and stuff and make it look like a garage and everything like that, but that's just not the same, you know? But anyway, this house is called Winter's Horse Ranch. That is for Carolina Winters. That's her last name. So that's what I named it. The house is named after her, and it requires Horse Ranch and a couple of other packs. It's available on the Sims 4 gallery. My EA ID or my gallery ID is TheSimified. You can also find Carolina and her horse Pegasus on the gallery as well if you're interested in playing with them, playing like I do in the game and kind of just having fun with it, moving them into the same house and stuff on this ginormous 64 by 64 lot. Pegasus himself, he's just a thoroughbred mare, so a male horse, but yeah, and he's kind of customized, just kind of having fun with the horse stamper tool and stuff. But like, he's got a little bow tie on the front, which was on the stamps. But yeah, I do hope you enjoyed this speed build. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. I'm also thinking about doing a giveaway for the expansion pack, but I think if I announce anything, it'll be in my next speed build video. Still kind of thinking about it. I would like to ideally give away 2 copies of the game, not just one, because it's just such a great pack and I kind of want to share it with everybody. So I'll definitely announce something here shortly regarding a giveaway, and we'll probably conduct that on Twitter. But yeah, I just really want to give back to you guys, my viewers that watch the videos. So stay tuned for that if you didn't already get it. And if you did, download this house. Play in it, have fun. It fills up a giant empty 64 by 64 lot in the world. So it's great to have another house, another build for your Sims to be able to live in. But that's all I had. So I do hope you enjoyed this speed build. I do thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.